Hey y'all, good morning. It is like few minutes after 9. Good morning. Hope y'all are doing good. Happy Saturday. I'm back with another video for y'all today. I hope y'all are doing good. I hope it's okay that I just do this repair video for y'all. I'm about to get up. I'm about to make my coffee and I'm about to make my coffee, get up, and do today's topic. And today we're going to be talking about WWE and it's moved to ESPN. And today it's also the first ever pay-per-view of WWE on ESPN Wrestling Palooza. And I will be giving an update on Smackdown from last night, WWE Smackdown recap. So what I'm about to do now, I'm about to make this bed up, I'm about to put my clothes on, and I'm about to make me some coffee. But today, y'all, I still have Dunkin' Donuts coffee, but I'm going to make some Folgers today. But my question is this: is it okay if I open another thing of coffee that I have, even though I have one thing of coffee open? I got Dunkin' Donuts coffee open, but I want Folgers this morning. So hey, I'm making some Folgers this morning. So come with me, y'all, and let's go ahead and get this video started. And we're gonna have a great day. Love y'all. Hey y'all, welcome back and welcome to DDTS episode 591 or 92, WWE Wrestling Edition and WWE Friday Night Smackdown recap. Some of my favorite moments that I've withstood last night. And the news of WWE that has been trending, that is basically going crazy. Glasses on or glasses off, or it don't matter. Glasses on. But yeah, I got my coffee made, y'all. But hey, I made Folgers this morning. I already got it in my cup. I got my sugar in there, but I want to show y'all the ingredients that I will be putting in there today, baby. I will be using Rich and Creamy coffee creamer. This is non-dairy. Rich and Creamy. That's the best way to go. Get you some that is rich and get you some that is creamy. Rich and creamy goes together. If you know what I mean. If you know, you know. Don't pay me no mind. Y'all don't pay me no mind. But I just trying to get a good laugh out of everybody. I know a lot of people like, that ain't fun, little nasty ass. Shut the hell up. This is my video. But I'm in a good mood and I'm so happy because I'm doing some more content. Welcome to DDTS. But yes, Rich and Creamy. This is some of the best creamer that you can get. So, Rich and Creamy. That's what I will be using. I'm going to use some of that first. Pour as much as you want. Okay. Then we're going to be using some vanilla syrup. This is flavor enhancer once again. Stir it up. But it's not enough cream in there. Lord, I'm wasting stuff. Stuff just falling. And I still got some of this from last time. So we're going to add One of these up in there, honey. The creamier, the better. Stir it like it's coffee. Well, it is coffee. Now look at that. Coffee. Taste test. Bingo. I know I gotta straighten my dress out because I feel like some fell and wasted. But yeah, y'all. Today is going to be a wrestling edition of DDTS, WWE Friday Night Smackdown review, and basically regarding wrestling in WWE. I have some news that I want to share with you all that are wrestling fans like I am, like I have been for a number of years since I was the age of 4. I don't know how and what to think of this news. I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm not happy about it. I'm still confused. I'm still puzzled on why WWE would make this decision. Like, I don't think it's WWE's decision, but I think it's Triple H decision that he made this decision, which I completely don't understand why he would do that. That's if he did it. And today we're going to be discussing this. And the news that I am talking about, y'all, the news that I am talking about 100 is WWE will be streaming Wrestling Palooza along with other WWE live events and shows and everything that was on Peacock on ESPN. But now I know for a fact that it's still some things on Peacock. I still have my Peacock subscription. Basically, that's one reason why I have gotten Peacock. It's because of WWE and because of Days of Our Lives. I watch Days of Our Lives too, but I'm still going to keep it for Days of Our Lives. But I'm just basically, I'm mad that first they moved WWE from the WWE Network. Now they moved it to Peacock. Now Peacock has gotten higher. Peacock went from $5.99 to $7.99. Now it's gone to $10.99, and that is for limited commercials. For the unlimited and premium, without commercials, ad free, I think that's like $15 and something. I'm not really for sure. But now they're moving WWE to ESPN for the future references, for what I know so far. Because I know today that they're going to be streaming WWE Wrestling Palooza. How I feel about that, I'm not happy. I will admit, I am not happy. I am not thrilled. Because what if peoples can't afford ESPN? What about peoples that can't afford ESPN? What about the peoples that have, budget, a budget plan on what they pay a month with what they watch? Now, I know it's a bunch of peoples that watch highlights of WWE. I know it's a bunch of peoples that watch WWE Monday Night Raw on Netflix. And I do know there are peoples that watch Peacock, WWE events on Peacock, because I know I do. I'm not thrilled with WWE moving to ESPN because I was always hoping that WWE stays on Peacock. Because Peacock is basically what I can afford at this moment. You know what I'm saying? I basically get Peacock because of Days of Our Lives. I get Peacock because of WWE. And with it moving to ESPN, I don't know. Will I be able to watch WWE Wrestling Palooza? Because of the simple fact is, hell, I might not even have, the amount. Peoples might not even have the amount to cover the ESPN. Like, far as I know, we don't know if ESPN has a free trial, basically. Honestly, I really don't know. Does ESPN have a free trial? But I do know if you got DirecTV, or if you have Dish Network, or you have the ESPN subscription, I don't think there should be a problem at all. But honestly, I'm not really thrilled, because I really don't understand, why is this going to ESPN? Is it because of more money? Or is it because of that's what's selling? This and then the third? I really don't know. I'm just not, I'm just mad because, I was watching all of WWE pay-per-views, and I guess it goes safe without saying, I guess I better enjoy all the pay-per-views that I can while they still on Peacock before they leave and move to ESPN. Allegedly, it is said that a lot of stuff and the rest of the stuff that is, WWE bound is supposed to move from Peacock to ESPN in 2026. Now that I do know. I might have that wrong. But yeah. But what do you guys think about this move? Do you think WWE is making a big mistake moving their content to ESPN, taking it all off of Peacock and moving it to ESPN? Because what about the peoples that can't afford ESPN? What about the peoples that only had enough money to pay for Peacock? What about the peoples that can only afford Peacock? What about the peoples that do not watch ESPN? I understand ESPN is a sports channel. I understand it's a sports channel. And I understand that, for some reason, I think WWE has a deal with ESPN. I'm not really sure. But all they was talking about, if you don't have ESPN, you can log in this way, log in this way, log in this way. I don't have ESPN. I don't even watch sports but wrestling. I don't watch football. I don't watch basketball. I don't watch none of that. The only way I would watch football as if it was like in a movie, or is basically talking about somebody in a biography or biography or film, or better yet, when I was in high school or when I was little, when I used to go to the games to support, the school, pretty much. Hold on one second, y'all. Hold on one second. Hey, y'all, I'm back. But what do y'all think about that? I know I might be skipping over a lot of things, but it's the truth. I think WWE is making a big mistake. But I do know WWE is locked in with ESPN. I think they cut a deal because it's a lot of WWE superstars that be going on ESPN doing interviews like Seth Rollins, Triple H, AJ Lee, CM Punk, Becky Lynch, and many, many other people. So it's kind of like, I'm guessing WWE is with them now. Like, there's nothing I can do, but I wish that they would just let it stay on Peacock, basically. That's all I'm saying. Like, let it stay on Peacock. Let it continue to do what it do. So basically, my advice to y'all is, if you are wrestling fans like I am, WWE fan or whatever wrestling that you watch, I'm a wrestling fan. I'm a WWE hard fan. While the pay-per-views and shows on Peacock, please take the full advantage and watch them while they still on there before they take them off, pretty much. I'm just going to put them like that. People's calling me when I'm doing videos. I call them back. But it's the truth. But we're going to get off the ESPN for a while. But what do you guys think about that? I'm going to talk about last night. And I'm going to give y'all a little rundown of WWE Smackdown. I forgot. I watched it late last night. I was late, getting a late start watching it. And the truth is, I couldn't get USA to work for I can watch it live. But thank goodness I got Fubu, fuck you, whatever it is. But yeah, Fubu, Tubu, whatever it was. I downloaded the app and on my phone, and I downloaded it on my TV so I can create me an account and get the free trial. Because after the free trial, I'm gonna cancel it because they ain't finna charge my card. And if I want to get another free trial, I create me another email, get another free trial. Watch wrestling again. If I can do it, I'll do it every week. I know I'm talking too much. But yeah. So I watched it wrestling last night. Don't get me wrong. I watched it wrestling. I missed about 15 to 30 minutes of it, which was okay. They weren't doing nothing but talking when I started watching it. But it was a pretty good show. So basically, I'm going to give you a rundown of how it went last night and some of my favorite moments and what I missed. Now, one of the moments that I missed was Brock Lesnar. He came on Friday Night Smackdown. And him and John Cena supposed to be fighting at WWE Wrestling Palooza on ESPN. So if you know, you know, John Cena and Brock Lesnar, they have been in this rivalry off and on for a great amount of years. When Brock Lesnar returned to WWE back in 2012 on Monday Night Raw, because I watched it on TV. And ever since then, it's kind of like they've been having this rivalry. Now, Brock Lesnar, who has and was absent from WWE for like a couple of months, well, basically for about a year or two, he returned at WWE Class. What was it? What was that pay-per-view? I think it was WWE Clash of Champions, I believe. I think that was the pay-per-view. After him and Cody Rhodes, John Cena and Cody Rhodes went one-on-one at that pay-per-view, because I watched, I think it was Clash of Champions. Cody Rhodes defeated John Cena to win another championship victory. And let me remind you, John Cena, he was on his, he's still on his retirement tour. And John Cena returned that night. And I think he attacked John Cena, if I'm not correct. If I'm correct. So fast forward to last night. And fast forward to today. So last night, Brock Lesnar returned to Smackdown. And for some reason, he just started picking on Michael Cole. Ring announcer, commentator Michael Cole. Which I don't know how it started, but he started, you know, picking up Michael Cole, picking him up, lifting him up over his shoulders. I thought he was going to F5 him or this and that and the third. I really did think that. Corey Graves, WWE commentator Corey Graves, he basically went to Michael Cole's aid, went to his defense, as Corey Graves went to Michael Cole's defense. Brock Lesnar attacked Corey Graves and did his finisher move, the F5 on him. And when I tell you that Corey Graves sold that move, he sold it. The impact and the action of that move, he sold that pretty good. Because one thing I've learned about wrestling, and one thing I've learned about WWE, you have to sell those moves. You got to sell them. If you get a DDT done to you, if you get a suplex done to you, hell, if you even get an arm lock slam done to you, or even a frog splash, you have got to make that sale. Because if I'm not correct, if you don't make that sale, it's not going to be believable, and you pretty much have to go back out there and redo your match. That's in the interviews that I watch of wrestlers that have done their interviews. I don't know what was his beef towards Michael Cole. I don't know what was Brock Lesnar's beef toward Michael Cole. I don't know what was his beef towards Corey Graves to have him attack him like that. I really don't know. I was not expecting that. But I will say that was a jaw-dropping moment. And one of my favorite moments, actually. Because if we're going to be correct, if I'm going to be honest, Corey Graves, he's cool, but some things he says, it kind of basically, it kind of rubs me the wrong way. And I bet it rubs other people the wrong way as well. Don't get me wrong, I know he's a likable character and a likable person in some aspects, but for me, I respect him. I respect Corey Graves. I think he's very, he's very cool. He's a handsome human being. I'm not going to lie to you. He looks like he needs to eat a hamburger or french fries or a 2-piece and a biscuit. Put on a little weight, put on a little gain, get a little, you know what I'm saying? Get your little belly, get your little belly or something like that. You know what I'm saying? See, the thing with me is, I like a man with meat on their bones. I like a guy with meat on his bones, like not too big, but enough meat, that's gonna hold up. You know what I'm saying? That's not one of the reasons why I watch wrestling, but that's not the important thing. But you know what I'm saying? Hell, there's a lot of wrestlers that I find very appealing and very attractive, which I'm going to get into that in a little bit. Hopefully I can. Hold on, y'all. I'm back, y'all. But yeah, I'm just going to put it like that. Another moment that I truly enjoyed, what I truly love. I'm not going to be able to share all what happened in the recap, but I'm just telling you my favorites of the recap. And I'm going to try my best to be doing more recaps of Smackdown and Raw if I watch Raw, but I'm watching Smackdown now. But another recap that I really enjoyed was, what was it? The Street Profits. I did not know that the Street Profits, Montez Ford and D'Angelo Hawkins, I think that's his name, and his tag team partner, I did not know that they were having issues, because when I was watching some years ago, I'm not gonna lie to you, they were a dynamic team. Better yet, they still are a dynamic team. D'Angelo Hawkins and Montez Ford. Montez Ford, for many of you that does not know, well, if many of you does know, he is married to WWE superstar, former women's champion, Bianca Belair, which I think is the most amazing, powerful black couple that there is in wrestling history at this very moment, all along Naomi, Trinity Fatu, and Jimmy Uso, among many others. But yeah, I don't know what caused their falling out, but I do know that Montez Ford and D'Angelo Hawkins was the WWE Tag Team Champion. I think they lost their titles because I was not watching it at the time, but I have been keeping up with it. But I'm thinking they trying to get themselves back in the title picture. And I believe that Montez Ford and D'Angelo Hawkins, I think they have what it takes to overcome with what they are going through, and that they can get back their gold. I think they can that they can get back their championships pretty much. I think they have what it takes. Because they are wonderful. They are very athletic. They are very wonderful. They're very charismatic. They're very powerful. And they really have a lot of amazing wrestling ability, if I'm putting it in that aspect. So, as they was trying to talk over their problems, I think that the girl, G-Fab, I think that was her name. I don't know her name. But I think she was trying to get on some advice. And hopefully it worked. But in the end, Bo Dallas and Eric Rowan attacked it. Montez Ford and D'Angelo Hawkins. Bo Dallas is the little brother of the late great Bray Wyatt, and they look just alike. Every time I look at Bo Dallas, I think of Bray Wyatt, and you can't help but to think of Bray Wyatt. Now, Bray Wyatt passed away in 2023. I did a video on him a day after he passed, because of that's what I knew. When it comes to wrestling, I'm very passionate about my wrestling. I'm very passionate about that. I'm very passionate about hot tea, hot gossip, however you want to say it. I'm very passionate about it. So yeah, if you know, you know. That was a wonderful moment for me. I really enjoyed that moment. I really enjoyed, that scene. Now, it's plenty more. It's plenty more to talk about, to elaborate on from last night's episode of Smackdown. Shout out to a great friend of mine, William Ross. Shout out to a great friend of mine who is also a wrestling fan, who I'm going to give a tag on, who I'm going to tag in this video because this is dedicated to her. And congratulations on her award. Congratulations on her success. Shout out to the one and only and the greatest, Pretty. Congratulations, Pretty. I don't want to say your last name because I might mispronounce it wrong, but You know what I mean. You know it's all love, but congratulations, Pretty, who is also a wrestling fan. And which is another way how we connected. We connected in the Solomon Project's live. Shout out to the Solomon Project. Shout out to Brandon. If you know, you know. But we're finna go ahead and get into some more of this recap. I think after this recap, I think I have like 2 more recaps, maybe 1 more, I don't know. But probably 2 more. But let's go on and get on to this other recap. And I'm going to recap on the main event that happened at the end of Smackdown, the last segment. And that is this. The WWE Women's Division. Okay. I'm going to be honest with y'all. The women's division today is way different than it was back in the day. I feel like back in the day, it wasn't too many of those. Hold on, y'all. Hold on 1 second. Like what I was saying, I'm back, y'all. Like what I was saying, the women division is way different now than it was back then. I feel like back then, when you had women's like Alundra Blaze, Lilani Kyle, Bull Bacano, and when you had women like Bertha Faye, which I didn't watch too many of her matches. Y'all might call me crazy, but I did watch a couple of Bull Bacano and Alundra Blaze matches. And I've watched a lot of some of these other women that I'm about to call out and that I'm about to elaborate on. The women division. Jacqueline, China, Lita, Trish Stratus, Ivory, Deborah, Sable, I can say this. To me, that was the best division. Trish Stratus, Lita, China, Jacqueline, Jazz, Deborah, Sable, Tori Wilson, Mickey James, Lita, Melina, Maurice, when I think of those women that I just named, Victoria, Gail Kim, oh yes, I am naming them. Candice Michelle, Beth Phoenix, Michelle McCool, Layla. All those women that I named from the past in the Attitude Era, from the ruthless aggression era, or whatever area that you want to call it. Because you probably can know, for you wrestling fans, you probably can understand where I'm coming from when I say this. Most of those women have held gold. Half of those women that I named, most of those women that I've named, have held the WWE Women's Championship at least 1 or 2, 3 times. I'm not talking about the new Women's Championship that is out today. I'm talking about the original Women's Championship. And you can't forget about the woman that started the women's evolution and the women's championship from way back in the day. She might have was a complicated person, and I know she might have did her dirt. I'm talking about the Fabulous Moolah. The Fabulous Moolah held the WWE Women's Championship for 30 years, and she was the first woman to originate the WWE Women's Championship from 1956 to the 1980s. And if I'm correct, I think Wendy Rector ended her championship reign. When I talk about Wendy Rector, I'm going to talk about a woman. I'm going to talk about these women that, that relates to Wendy Rector in her time of wrestling. You can't speak of Wendy Rector if you don't speak of Cyndi Lauper, even though she was not a wrestler. She was Wendy Rector's manager. When you think of Wendy Rector, you think of Cyndi Lauper. And when you think of Cyndi Lauper, you think of other women that was in that grace time and period. You can't forget about Sensational Sherry. You can't forget about Sensational Sherry. You cannot forget about, Miss Elizabeth, even though she was not a wrestler, she was a manager. And you can't forget about Sunny. You can't forget about Sunny, who is allegedly in prison. Y'all remember Sunny? I know you want me. I know you want me. Sunny. I forgot her real name. You can't forget about these women that started the evolution. So when you got people like Trish Stratus, when you got people like Lita, Jacqueline, Jazz, Mickey James, Melina, Sable, when you got people like Stacy Keibler, Tori Wilson, Holly Molly, Gail Kim, Victoria, Ashley, Julian Hall, Maurice, you have a lot of Alicia Fox, which in my opinion, Alicia Fox is not given the credit that is due. Alicia Fox is not given the credit that is due. Alicia Fox held the WWE Divas Championship one time. And I feel like she had so much potential, but it's not talked about. Okay? You got Alicia Fox. I'm talking about the queens. Now I'm talking about the black and brown queens. You got Alicia Fox. You got Jacqueline. You got Jazz. You got Naomi. You have Bianca Belair. You have Jade Cargill, which is I'm about to talk about next. You have Sasha Banks. You have so many women, black and brown, that has so much potential, but a lot of them has not had the opportunity to show their potential, because it's a lot of people that does not think they have potential, but I do. But all those women that I named are legends, and their ring physique and the storylines that they was in the moments that they created, legendary. I think all those women that I named from back in the day, from the 80s, the 90s, the early 2000s, up 2010s, amazing. Amazing. And when it comes to these women today, Tiffany Stratton, who is the WWE Women's Champion, which I'm about to talk about. You got Tiffany Stratton. You got Naomi. You got Nia Jax. You got Jade Cargill. You got Chelsea Green. You got Piper. You have Rhea Ripley. You have Alexa Bliss. You have Charlotte Flair. You have so many women that is in the division. You got Stephanie Vacara. You got Io Sky. You got Bayley. You got Becky Lynch, who can't fight worth a damn, which I don't understand why she's the WWE Intercontinental Women's Champion. I don't understand that. But if you know, you know. You might disagree. You might agree. It really does not matter to me, sweetheart. But I said what I said. The women today have really upstepped their game. As much as I have respect for the women from back in the day, I have respect for the women today. The women today, forgive me, y'all, but the women today in the WWE women's division, especially with the return of AJ Lee, these women today will give these women from back in the 80s, 90s, Attitude Era, Ruthless Aggression Era, WWE Divas Champion Era, Women Evolution Era. I think these women today that are wrestlers in the WWE that have so much potential, they will give the women a run for their money with the women's back in the day. The women's back in the day, I really feel like the women's today's generation in the WWE wrestling will give the legends a run for their money. Because half of these moves that these women are doing today, those women back in the day, you didn't see too much of them do that. Now, Lita, let's talk about Lita. Lita is the first woman that I've seen do a moonsault. Lita is the first one I've seen can do so much high-flying stuff as a woman. Half of the things Lita done, a lot of these women did not start. Lita created most of these things. But I really feel like this. I really feel like these women that are wrestlers today, I really feel like they should give the legendary legends their flowers that help them become who they are today. Because it wouldn't be no Tiffy time. It wouldn't be no Chelsea Green. It wouldn't be none of these young, full of talent women today without the legends that came before them. I'm talking about the legends from the late 80s, early 90s, early 2000s, middle 2000s, 2010s that still can lace up a pair of boots. It's so many women that I can name that really have led a mark of WWE through the years. It's not even funny. Like, I can, but I'm not. But you know what I'm talking about. So we're going to go ahead and get into the recap with the women's division, okay? So Nia Jax, Jade Cargill, and Tiffany Stratton, they are supposed to be going one-on in a triple threat match next week for the women's championship. Because Nia Jax, in my opinion, I believe she's still upset with Tiffany Stratton betraying her, cashing in the money in the bank on her, defeating Nia Jax when she was the women's champion. Tiffany Stratton cashed in her money in the bank. And now you got Jade Cargill in the mix. Honestly, I'm going to elaborate on that. I really feel that, in my opinion, I think that as much as I respect those women, I want Jade Cargill to win. Honestly, even though, she's not my favorite, but I want her to win the WWE Women's Championship. Before you say this, no, I don't want her to win it because she is black. That is not the reason. But I want somebody else that has never been in WWE before, that has never held WWE singles gold before, someone that I know that is a good competitor, that has what it takes. Her body is amazing. She has great physique. She looks like when she's in the ring, she does not play around. I want her to win the women's championship because I think it's time for her to win a championship. If Nia can win 3 championships, if Tiffany Stratton can hold the women's championship long as she has, I really feel Jade deserves an opportunity because Bianca Belair and Naomi, they've held the women's championship. They held singles gold. They held tag team gold. Jade Cargill and Bianca Belair held, gold. But now it is Jade Cargill's time to hold singles gold. Yes, I'm going to be honest with you. Yes, I want to see a black queen make it. I want to see a black queen hold the WWE Women's Championship because, hey, more black champions, please. Let's give more black women's champions. Let's give more black WWE champions a chance. The men and the women. But as I'm lying, I want to see more black champions in WWE. I want to see more black champions in wrestling, period. Because I believe, in my opinion, just because of the color of our skin, a lot of people feel like we are not destined to make history, which we already have, which we come from a legacy of history. All I'm saying, I want to see more black champions. I want to see more black champions hold the title for a great amount of time. Not for 56 to 60 days. I want to see a black champion that's going to hold the title for 100 or 200, 300 days, hell, even a year. You know how long it's taken Naomi to win a championship since returning from TNA, and now she was back in WWE? You know what she had to endure? Do you know she had to basically turn heel? Go dirty. Be a villain, if you will. And I'm going to tell you this. I'm going to ride with Naomi till the wheels fall off. I don't care. I'm going to ride with Naomi till the wheels fall off. I'm happy for my girl. I'm happy for her. And I'm happy that she's having a baby. Her and Jey Uso is expecting a baby. Her and Jimmy Uso is expecting their first child. Well, Naomi's expecting her first child, but Jimmy Uso, he's already a daddy. So, yeah, from his previous relationships. But all I'm saying, Jade Cargill deserves this opportunity to win. And I'm just going to say this. Let's give more black champions a chance. Let's give more black peoples and black athletes that have not had the opportunity to win championships and to be in good storylines a chance. Stop playing them like they are fiddles. And let them have the opportunity that they deserve. And that's all I'm going to say about that. Nia Jax basically had a promo. I'm going to see, can I put it up? Of what she said about Tiffany Stratton in the women's division. So I'm going to try to put it up. So I'm going to try to put this clip up. But if it does not work, I'm going to put it in my description. Hold on, y'all. Hey, y'all, I'm back. I don't know that video play or not. I really don't know. I feel like I'm going to have to put it in my description box because I feel like they're going to try to get me because I put that clip up in there. But we finna go ahead and get into this last recap because I'm finna make me one more cup of coffee. Damn, I might have to add me some more water. This ain't enough to start it. Oh, shit. This ain't even enough to start a damn cup of coffee. Hold on, y'all. This ain't even enough to start it. Hold on. I'm back, y'all. So, I'm about to go ahead and get back into this last recap of the day. And I'm sorry if this video is so long. But y'all know how I like to elaborate. So, the last elaboration that I want to talk about is the main event. Cody Rhodes and Drew McIntyre. Hold on, y'all. I'm back, y'all. Let me finish this last elaboration because my phone about to go DEAD. Cody Rhodes and Drew McIntyre had a sit down at the main event on Smackdown. Now, they're supposed to be fighting for the WWE Undisputed Championship today at WWE Wrestling Palooza. Like I said, I might not get to watch, but I'm gonna check it. I'm gonna check into it and see what I have to do if I wanted to watch it. But Cody Rhodes brought up a moment last night that I really forgot about that happened. 15 years ago at Night of Champions, Cody Rhodes and Drew McIntyre won the WWE Tag Team Championships. And Cody Rhodes said something that really stuck out to me, and I had to go back and I had to remember. I said, damn, didn't nobody talk about that moment when Cody Rhodes and Drew McIntyre won the WWE Tag Team Championship? Didn't nobody speak of that backstage or anything like that. And Cody Rhodes also said it's not his story to tell, it's not your story to tell, but it's their story to tell, meaning the WWE universe and the peoples of the WWE. And I agree. Now, let me shut my door for this. Drew McIntyre tweeted on Twitter a while back, and he said, y'all, I'm going to put up an image. I'm going to put up an image of Cody Rhodes. And y'all going to see what I mean when I say I like a guy with meat on his bones. I'm going to put up a picture. Now, don't get too thrown away. Don't get too uncomfortable. But I'm going to put up a picture and I'm going to let y'all see. When Drew McIntyre posted on Twitter a while back, I think it was like a week ago, I'm going to see can I find that tweet that he posted. He said, The Rock said that he wanted Cody Rhodes' soul, but I want Cody Rhodes' ass. That is the words that Drew McIntyre said. And what I mean by when he said that he wants Cody Rhodes' ass, this is what I mean. I'm about to put this picture up. This is not mean to make anybody uncomfortable. This is not meant to be funny. This is not meant to be mean. This is true. This is what I mean. Let me put this picture up. Now, y'all might see the picture. Y'all might not. But if y'all see the picture, let me know in the comments what y'all think. I'm telling you. That's what I thought. But I'm like, no, get your mind out of the gutter, DDTS. Get your mind out the gutter, DeAndre. He means that he wants him at Wrestling Palooza. Meaning that he's going to defeat Cody Rhodes for the undisputed WWE Championship. They was once friends, but now that they're enemies. And after that, it kind of just turned into a brawl. So today, they're going to be fighting for the undisputed WWE Championship at WWE Wrestling Palooza. If I could tune into it and watch it, I'm going to try. But if not, y'all know I'm going to get the highlights regardless of the fact. But yeah, so that's the recap I got for today. What do y'all think about that? I know the last recap was kind of short, but I just wanted to go on and end it right there. But what do y'all think of this storyline? What do y'all think about the whole review that I did of WWE Smackdown from last night? What do y'all think about how I talked about ESPN and WWE joining forces with WWE moving to ESPN and the Wrestling Palooza? What do y'all think about? Like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. I hope y'all enjoyed. I'm about to have me another cup of coffee. I'm actually about to sit down and relax, edit this video, let my phone charge for a little bit, and relax some more. And do me. But like, comment, and subscribe. Shout out to Pretty. Shout out to William Ross. And shout out to everybody that loves wrestling and that has stayed with me throughout this whole video. Thank y'all. I love y'all. And I will see y'all on the next video. I love y'all. Thank y'all. Till next time. Love y'all. Thank you. And bye-bye.